The reasons why your broilers are not growing could involve more than one reason. The two basic causes of stunted or slow growth in broilers are poor welfare, which may result in a disease outbreak, feed poisoning, accident, high temperature, and genetic makeup of the broiler chicken, which sometimes may not be corrected easily. All these factors are capable of causing stunted growth in your broilers. Every broiler farmer expects to attain uniformity in growth and weight in his or her flock. The farm becomes depressed when these expectations are not met, which in turn will hurt his return of investment, especially when the number of runts increases. Runts are animals, especially birds smaller than their mates, caused by poor health or poor nutrition, but could grow to full size as his mate if given special care. Fortunately, this condition could be prevented or minimized if you follow my tips and suggestions. Moreover, I have researched 7 reasons why your broilers are not growing. Make sure you subscribe to our channel after watching this video for more updates to come. 1. Disease. The presence of diseases in your broiler flock is undoubtedly one of the major why your broilers are not growing. A sick bird will not feed and drink, and a bird who does not feed will lack energy for normal body functions, which include growth. The immunity will be reduced, and the bird becomes susceptible to other diseases that may lead to death. What to do? Vaccinate your birds against major diseases like Newcastle disease, Marek disease, infectious bursal disease, and other diseases that may be prevalent in your region. Ensure you use a standard vaccination schedule. Maintain high biosecurity on your farm. Keep your farm environment clean and free from stagnant water. Make use of a foot bath and control the movement of farm visitors. 2. Lack of quality feed. The quality of feed you give to your broiler chickens will determine their growth performance. A feed formulated with low-quality ingredients will give a poor result. For example, feed formulated with spoilt corn grains and a moldy fish meal will cause food poisoning and will reduce the nutritional composition of the feed. Another aspect is when there is a hike in feed ingredients or raw material, the milers will result in a low-quality ingredient. And when you feed it to your broiler chickens, they will never attain the expected weight because the nutritional composition is inadequate. What to do? Make sure your miller uses high-quality feed ingredients. Store your feed in a cool, dry place, free from moisture. If you are using silos, ensure it is well cleaned and free from heat patches that could trigger spoilage. Don't store feed that will not finish with 3 to 4 weeks at maximum. They could become moldy and could be poisonous to your broiler chickens. Get your feed from a trustworthy miller that will give you the right feed and will be sincere enough to tell you the feed batch and its expiring date. 3. Lack of adequate number of feeders and drinkers. If you want to prevent or minimize the number of runt in your flock, provide enough feeders and drinkers. The feeders should be closer to the drinkers and easily accessible, but not so close to causing feed spoilage. Randomly fill the feeders with little feed to avoid rushing and stampeding. The runts or small-sized birds should be separated and be fed separately. They should be given special feeding and care to help them catch up with the expected weight with the rest of the chicken. 4. Poor brooding method. Brooding and the first 7 days are critical stages in the life of a chick. The method of brooding broiler in the first week will determine how well your broiler chicks will grow. This is because within the first 7 days, the chick spends 80% of its energy on growth, while 20% on maintenance. The reverse is the case as the chick ages. Therefore, you must maximize these first days for optimal growth. Any mistake made in terms of feed, vaccination, and temperature will not only affect its growth, but also will threaten its life. What to do? In brooding broiler, you must maintain a specific range of temperature for optimal growth. Any deviation from this temperature range will hurt the life of the chick. Any temperature higher than 33 and 35 degrees Celsius will induce hyperthermia, while a lower temperature will induce hypothermia. Also, make sure their medication and vaccination are up to date. 5. Overcrowding. Overcrowding is a hub for many vices and diseases in poultry, which can affect the growth of your birds negatively. For instance, overcrowding can lead to cannibalism, where birds feed on each other due to limited space and feeder. The result is that the smaller birds will sustain injuries and will be scared to eat, and as such will remain starved most of the time. What to do? Provide enough feeders and drinkers for your broiler chickens. Make sure there is enough space in a well-ventilated pen. The standard floor space requirement for broiler chicks is 0.09 square inches. For 100 chicks is 9 square inches for the first week alone. The floor space should be increased by 0.09 square inches weekly till week 4. 6. Genetic makeup of the broiler chicken. Broilers are known for their fast growth rate, and this trait is embedded in their gene. However, some events may occur during development that may affect this particular gene from developing properly, and as such, the resulting broiler chick may not attain its full genetic potentials, which includes a fast growth rate. And in most cases, this condition is untreatable. What to do? Ensure to get your chicks from a reputable hatchery that knows what they are doing. The hatchery should have a good track record for producing high-quality chicks. If you do the hatching yourself, you should ensure your breeders is well selected and given the right medication that will help them to produce healthy broiler chicks. In conclusion, ensure you follow these guides whenever your broiler is not growing. However, there are reasons that may cause your birds not to grow, but the ones mentioned here are among the major causes of stunted or poor growth in broiler chickens. Please comment and share.